Hey guys, what's happening? We're just setting up the stream so that everybody can get in. I'm making all the posts, let everybody know. So as soon as we get that ready, we'll start. Just want to make sure we got enough people in here. Alright, so we got the threads out. Let's see if we got anybody yet. So like always guys, if you have any stocks or anything like that you want me to run down, just let me know, throw it up in chat or the Discord and we'll run them down. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Still waiting on a couple. Wow, okay, so that's popping. Looks like Rude is making moves here. Bbig. It's still consolidating now. You can see that it's kind of forming kind of like a head and shoulders. It's not quite there. It's more of a flag than head and shoulders. But you can see you have this shoulder here, a dip, and then if this one cuts back, it'll be the other shoulder. So we'll just have to, well, it has to cut back before it breaks this support line here. So that don't look too bad. And our other one was Ater. No, that's the wrong. There it is. Yeah, see, it's consolidating. It's broke. If it don't bounce on this 100-day here, look for it to come on down to the 200. I don't know. I'm looking for it to find its support here, though, at least. Okay, let's see what we've got in here now, guys. Okay, we got a couple in here now. So, like I said, if you got any anything you want me to check out, just throw it up in the chat. You got any questions, throw it up there, and I'll try to keep up with it and check it. I also got a couple things with Benzinga I want to show y'all, and maybe a play or two to be looking at here for the future. But with that being said, let's do the rundown of the chart. Okay, there we are. So again, let's go with MMAT. You can see that it found support here at this red line. That's 425. I look for it to hold this support. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't. I think right now the worst case scenario with this one would be it come down to the 200 and bounce. But you can see the RSI is looking pretty decent. It's cooled off. It's all the way back down to almost the oversold point, and it's still holding that support. The MACD is bearish, but you can see that the way it's starting this curve, I expect it to the MACD line to start crossing the signal line, and then from there it's separating, crossing the center line in green bars. So that's that one. The big daddy of them all, Bbig, the one we've been playing today. Now this is the 15-minute chart, and I want to show you this one on a couple different charts here. We can see right here, I was talking a minute ago, it looks to be forming kind of like a head and shoulders. Overall, it's in a bull flag, but we do have this kind of mini head and shoulders here, with the shoulder being here, the head being here. This just needs to turn up before it's a complete head and shoulders. That is a bullish pattern. It looks like its main support here is at 712, right? Yeah, 712. I mentioned earlier that my get out point on this one would be if it broke below the 200 and confirmed it to be resistance, like testing again and bouncing, or just completely breaking through it and heading on down. That would be two ways of confirming that. But if we look at the RSI, it seems to be following the price pretty good. We don't have any type of divergence going on. The MACD line is over the signal line, and we do have green bars. The only other two things I'd like to see from the MACD is those two lines to start to separate and it to be up over the center line. And as you can see, guys, I finally paid up, got the level 2 back, so we've got it now. So we've got pretty good buying pressure, but we do have, you know, a hill. It's not no wall set up, but we do have a hill to climb. If we take a look at the volume analysis, we have, let's see. No, we did have a wall here at 9, but it looks like most of this is already bought. What is the order flow on that? Yeah, the order flow is a little bit higher on the sell side, but it's holding and it's doing good. It's pretty much even. It's not enough higher for it to really be affecting it too much. I did see some block trades, and I did see some options coming through, but they still only have it at 11. So guys, if we can get this up to 11 and it holds there, watch them to start buying. That's what they call a gamma squeeze, is when they buy shares to cover in case they get exercised. So you'll start seeing them make some higher options sometimes. I mean, they didn't with sport for a while, but you'll start seeing them making some higher options, but they'll need to be able to cover those too. So they'll buy shares to cover them. The market makers will. There's some that will just try to do it naked. But if we look here, there's awesome volume that's already been played and more to come too. And if we look at the implied volatility, that's higher than ATR was, and ATR made news just on its implied volatility. So, wow. Okay, let's run down ATR then. Yeah, ATR, we had it consolidating. It looks like it's going to hit this support here in this 100-day here. Overall, I mean, I'm not expecting it to do too much, but I'm not expecting it to crash out neither. I'm still holding my shares in this one too. I'm just waiting for it to make a move. It's pretty much consolidating. It's staying in between these two support and resistance lines. The resistance is at 759 and the support is at 633. So again, same play on this one. I'm gonna hold until the 200. If we take a look at the options, they are covered up to 25. So you know, it might be a little bit rougher to see a gamma squeeze, but it does have the high short interest on it. The implied volatility is still high. It's not as high as what Bbig is, but it's still high. And we still have good volume on the big days of September 15th. Again, this is not going to be as big as a play as Bbig. So if you're counting on this one to be your short squeeze, I don't see it right now. I do see it spiking and having a pretty decent little profit from it. If you're waiting on a short squeeze, I don't think it's out of the question. I just don't think it's going to happen right now. And then the other one we've been looking at, root. Now this one, if you'd asked me earlier, I'd have said this one was done. I mean, it just didn't look like it was going to do much of anything. But as we can see, this one's starting to look better than the ATER. We have support on the 200. It's actually been, where we at here? It's actually been tested a few times. You can see where it's tested, bounced, tested, and it's kind of forming this little triangle here, this little consolidation spot in between resistance at roughly $7 and support at roughly $6.48. If this continues to climb and starts getting over top of these EMA lines, you know, the 50 and so forth, and then the EMA lines start crossing each other and getting back in the right positions, that's going to be a good buy signal. Plus, if we look at the MACD, it's looking really good. I can't. You just have to take my word for it if you can't see it. But the MACD line is up over the signal line. It looks like it's going to start separating, and we do have green bars. The only other thing we need is more separation and it up over the center line. And there is a slight bullish divergence on this. It's nothing great, but it is having higher lows. But, you know, usually I like to see it a little bit more if I want to call it divergence. Again, if we look at the order book, it's about even. So this stock is really going to depend on buying pressure and selling pressure, which one is more. Also, I want to go back on BBIG and show you the volume on this one is 50 million, which is excellent. I mean, that is great volume. But if that is great volume, what do you call BBIG? It's almost 300 million, guys, on a free float of 18 million. Holy shit, what is that? Right? I mean, that beats some of AMC's numbers, and it went to the moon. So really, this just needs more bullishness. We need more buyers. You can see that our buyers are buying in block mostly, and the sellers are just kind of outpacing us a little bit. The only thing that is propping it up right now is so many eyes on it. So much of the retail investors coming in and buying those little blocks, buying those little trades and stuff. Guys, we are propping this up, and it is going to pay out in the long run for it. Even more bullish than I was this morning on it after seeing this. When you see a stock that is holding support, that is very good. That means it's not getting pushed down any further. If you see these candles, every time it tries to, look at this. Every time it tries to, it ends up coming right back up. So I'm really bullish on this. It's going to take a lot for this one to break my spirits. Let me see if there's any questions or anything on it at the moment. Okay. Alright, if there's no questions, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this up. And I'm going to keep BBIG over here. And if y'all want me to take a quick look at another one of the stocks, just let me know. But we're going to put the other one up over here, and I'm going to run down a couple other stocks while we can keep an eye on that one. Let me change up a couple of things here real quick. 18, 100, yellow, green. Done. We need the EMA lines. And we're watching the 15, the 50, and the 200. And I always like to make those purple, green, and red. Let's throw up an RSI and MACD too. Okay, so guys, this right here is one that I'm watching Lucid. This is on the 1 minute. Let's go, and that's awesome. That is a bull flag that just broke out right there. But that's on the 1 minute. If we come to the 4 minute, you can see that it's sold off and it's starting to gain back. And I don't think this is going to stay down long. As a matter of fact, if you'll give me just a second, I want to buy some options on that real quick. Sorry guys, we'll get right back to it. Just let me pick these up, please, real quick. Please and thank you, sir. Shit, where's it at? Okay. So, and I'm going to go over which options I'm buying right here too on this, because I think this is a really good deal on this. Lucid options. Okay, so if we come to the 17th, that's where I want to play that one. Our big days or the big strikes are 22.5 and 25. How much is that? That's 85. And that is 40. I'm pretty sure when I run it through the calculator earlier, there wasn't much of a difference in what they paid out. So I'm going to go with the 25. Yeah, let's do that. No, I'm going to pick up just one of the 22.5 and pick up 5 of the 25s. So that's the play I'm making right there. What is 41? What's the chart? The 3-minute chart. Okay, it's at 41 right now. I'm going to set it at 38 because I do believe it will come on down just a little bit. And that way if it don't before it closes, I can come back and I can switch it and get them before it closes. But I believe that's the... Okay, so what I did on Lucid, guys, it's sold off a little bit, and it is at such a sweet deal. You know, I've been following Lucid for a while. If we come here, come out to the 4-hour, you can see I was watching this kind of triangle on it here, and it broke out the bottom. Then it found support and bounced right before this 1945. So I want to adjust this to go with this one. So it's at 1984. So it bounced, and we see it pick back almost that whole candle right there. If we come to the 15-minute, we can see how it kind of U-shaped around, and now it's kind of like flagging out, and it's finding support on this green 50-day. What else do I have? I made that in the wrong color. That one is supposed to be blue. So it's up over that green 50-day, and I believe it's going to hold right around there. So what I did is I went to options. I like to play the big days. So the next 2 big days are the 17th of September and the 15th of October. And I picked the next 2 big volumes. One is the 22.5 and the other is the 25. Now when I ran them through the calculator earlier, there wasn't much of a price difference if they hit each one. Almost the same price. So I just went with the cheaper one with most of them, but I did pick up one of the 22.5s just because if it does run up to the 25, that's going to pay out pretty decent. I'm not expecting this to go up to 25 in the next day or 2, but if it does, I'm good. Only thing I needed to do is come up to 23, and I'm getting paid about 160% of what I put in it. So I think that's pretty decent. So what is the price on it right now? Okay, my order should be filled. It's at 38. It's not filling. Okay, so let me see if y'all, while it's doing its thing, let me see if y'all got No, I'm going to go ahead and change it to 39 so it goes ahead and gets filled. And then I'm going to see if y'all got any questions. So if you got a ticker, any questions, anything you want me to look at, post it now. Are you kidding me? I want it to go through now. So I'm going to go up to 40 then, just because I want it to go in now. What does this have? Okay, let me check while I'm working on this. Let me check and see if y'all got any questions, anything to look at. Nope. Okay, so without that then, I want to show y'all a couple of things with Benzinga that I just think is fucking awesome, man. Okay, if we go to the browser, making sure y'all with me here. So this is Benzinga Pro. You can get it 2 weeks for free without a credit card. You don't have to, you just have to give them an email address and that's it. And this is the way I set up most of my trading when I'm looking. I have a signals bar over here. If I, let me see, let me mute this one up here. So if I come back here, the squawk, man, it lets you know any signals, anything that comes across, they squawk it at you pretty much. But this one I have set up for option activity, price spikes, and block trades. And then I have a news feed here, a details that has the quick look at a chart on it, and news. And then I have a calendar over here. But that's not what I wanted to show y'all. I've got two workspaces I fixed up. This screen.
SR Corsair Gaming shares spiking here. Hit a high of 28.83.
That's one we was talking about, guys.
Mentioned from Matt Kors on YouTube. That's Charlie Romeo Sandy Romeo.
Oh, don't. Well, I've been looking at that for months now. Don't give him the credit for that. I do like Matt, though. Okay. But yes, there it is. There it is. Damn, I want to get options in, but if I get them now, it'll really pop off. So there it is, guys. It's popping. Look at that. So I'm just going to pick up, 10 shares, and if it gets up over the 200, we'll pick up another 20. That's awesome. What do the options look like on it? Oh, did I get my option? Yeah, I got my Lucid option. Okay, so
UN Security Council.
See, that's how cool that is.
Kabul Airport.
It's hard telling when I'd have noticed that without that squawk coming across. So we're playing the big days. So the options is already spiked. So I need to wait for a dip if I want to play them. But the looks like the 35 and the 40 are the best ones to play on the options. Unless, oh wait, no, hold up, that's a different date. It looks like the 30, 32.5 and the 35 are the best ones to play. Let me see, so if we go back to Benzinga here. So this one I have set up just for finding shorts. That's all this one's set up for, and the only thing I switch on is the market cap. I look at small and mid, and it's set up for any shorts that's over 20%. This other one I have set up, wait, where is it at? Right here, pre-market, and there's one that I've been messing with here. I don't see it right now, but this one is pre-market movers. So this is what I search before the market opens. It helps me find out what's moving. Right here. So this is one that I use to find stocks I want to trade during the market. The only thing I change up here, if I'm looking to play options, I'll put gainers and losers. But if I'm looking to play just shares, I just put the gainers on. I put it on regular hours, and this will go by the charting. I usually set it at either 3-minute or 5-minute. And right here you can set the market cap and stuff like that, and you can see like I've got signals set up over here for halts, block trades, all that. Guys, this is so awesome to use. And like I said, you can get it free for 2 weeks just with a email
The
address.
RSR, Corsair Gaming, shares now at 2846, hit a high of 2883, hearing that mention from Matt Kors on YouTube. Shares now moving back towards the highs. Charlie Romeo, Sandy Romeo.
See, it don't even have, let's see if we go to the regular news. So whenever I tell you I get a signal or something, it's from this. This is what I check news on. I check if any earnings. Am I doing that wrong? Yes, I am. Shit. There we go. So Spike and
SEC chairman says banning payment for order is on the table. That from Barron's.
Uh-oh. Banning payment for order flow.
Interview with Barron's on Monday. SEC chairman Gary Gensler said that a full ban of payment for order flow is on the table.
So it spiked just because Matt Kors said he had it on his watch list, when I've had it on my watch list for about a month now. What an ass. Oh, I can't say that. He's all right. He's,
Shares of Robinhood dropping here now to the lows. Hotel Oscar Delta dropping here on heavy volume.
Okay, so let's get back and look at ours here real quick. If we could pull up, here we go. So it's still consolidating out. The resistance is at 712, so that's still not looking too bad. Root is one that looked like it was going to do something soon. Nope, it's going to retest support again and see. So these might just consolidate out until the end of the day and might be the movers tomorrow. We'll have to see the last 30 minutes here and see. I did get my Corsair. I did get my Lucid. But Corsair, I just bought shares. The options are way too volatile right now to buy in. It just wouldn't be worth it on the Greeks. What was some of the other ones we was looking at? SDC. Yeah, it's the same way. It's just kind of like flagging off and pretty much just holding its own right now. Well, Wish. Guys, Wish is one. If I had to pick the next one I think is going to do anything, this is it. This or Works. And let me show you this real quick. If we... I can't move it out my way, but anyways. If we come to the 4-hour, you can see how it's kind of come down and then it's found this support and it keeps testing it. Well, we had a little bit of a breakout today. It's not broken out and retested it, but I think this is enough to get us up over this 50-day EMA, and it's going to start turning bullish. After it gets up over this, our next step is the 786 mark. Now, once it gets up to there, I look for it to fill this dip right in here all the way back up to 935 quick, just like Zanga did. I think that is going to go within a day, day and a half, easy. After that, we're looking at it to get to the 1067, and if it can get over the 1067 and hold it, that's when we're going to see this thing rip. But that's what I'm believing. If you can see this like a reverse J shape here, this L with a U on it, whatever you want to call it, that is a very good sign. and the fact that the MACD is falling and turning very bullish, I'm really liking the way this stock is taking shape. The other one I was talking about, I heard some of y'all say that you couldn't find this on yours. I don't know, maybe if you're in a different country you have to look at the OTC market then. I'm not really sure, but the name of the company is S as in Sam, C as in cat, and then Works, WORX. And the ticker that I have on the, what is it, New York Exchange maybe? But anyways, it's WORX. And the reason I like this one, it reminds me a lot the way Sport did. It has this trend line trending up. You can see it's like bouncing, and going right up. But it keeps coming up against this ceiling here at around 447 to 480. If we can get it to break above that like Sport did, then this one would probably take off too. But right now we just see it doing its bouncing thing. And you know, we'll see these spikes and consolidate, spikes and then consolidate. So that's what I believe we're in right now with this. We're going to see spikes, consolidate, back up again. So I'm in this one right here too. Let's see if there's any questions. Yes, Benzinga is awesome, man. I think it's well worth trying the 2-week trial. And right now, it is expensive. It's about $100 a month. But right now, they've got a half-off sale. If you use the promo code BACK, the number 2 in school, back to school, you can get 50% off. So let me run down some of these y'all want me to run down. IRNT. IRNT. I mean, it don't look terrible. It's a new stock, ain't it? Or no, it's just been. Let me. Oh man. Yeah, it's been out for a little bit, ain't it? It just recently started doing something. That's the reason why it's small down here. It was around the 9 or 10 and kind of consolidated or barcoded out until it finally went wild here. So yeah, it don't look that bad. I mean, the volume is 2 million. The float is 33 million, so it's low float. You can see it does have a wall up here though, so that's at roughly, yeah, 15, from about 1550 to 1552.
Cleveland Fed CEO Loretta Mester says inflation criteria for interest rate hike has not been met yet.
So look for that. You need to break past this wall for it to keep going. If we look at the volume, yeah, it looks like pretty big. It looks like you may have some.
Mester repeats Fed should start tapering purchases this year and complete the purchases by the middle of next year.
It looks like you do have some decent trades coming up. There ain't been no big block trades on it though. And the options.
Mester says,
shut up for a second. There is a big play on the 20 strike on the 17th. And the implied volatility. Implied volatility is used to get kind of like a market maker sentiment instead of it just being the overall shareholder sentiment. It's more of like a market maker sentiment. But it looks good. I mean, it don't look like a bad play. If you're in this, I think you're doing okay right now. But as you can see, it's got some wild swings, so you're in for a ride. Somebody else wanted me to run down the big guys again. What was it? Bbig or BBIG and what else? Root. Yes. Well, check it out here. I'm wanting to kind of go back in between these two anyway. Right there's Root. BBIG. So I did believe we got ladder attacked at least a little bit this morning. go to the 15-minute. But the good news with that is this not 15? The good news with that is on both. I mean, look how almost identical these stocks are. They spiked up, they came down, they found support. I mean, that's, you know, other than a few little details, that's pretty spot on. And you can see they both kind of U-shaped down. U-shaped down. But the good news is on both of them, as you can see, it has found support. For BBIG, that is roughly around 710. And then resistance I have right now, I'm actually going to adjust this a little bit because we got our most of them right down here. Resistance I have at 802. With root, I have support roughly at 645 and resistance at, oh crap, I didn't mean to move that, around 7. But the same thing still holds. MACDs on both of them look awesome. They are spiking back up. They got green bars, and the MACD line is over the signal line. The only other things that can be more bullish about it is if those lines start to separate more and it gets up over the center line that these candles ride. I don't see any real divergence in the RSI. It's down low, so it leaves plenty of room to run if it needs to. But again, I don't think this is going to do much more today. It's either going to pop off in the after hours or tomorrow if it's going to. I mean, I'm still holding most of my shares on BBIG and a little bit, right around half on root. If we look at ATER, we can see that it's kind of sold off. I did end up selling a couple more on this one, so I'm only holding about 25% of the shares that I was holding on this one. If it ends up catching, getting back up over that green 50-day, and it looks good, I might consider buying a few more back. But as of right now, that's where I'm comfortable at with it. But on all these guys, I'm holding at least until it breaks the 200 EMA and confirms that to be resistance. By confirmation, I mean it needs to come back and retest it and get rejected, or it just needs to really blow past it with a couple of candles. Let me see any other questions. Shit, guys, I'm so sorry. I just realized you didn't see a fucking thing of that. Oh, man, I got too far ahead of myself. My bad. My freaking bad, guys. Shit. Okay. Let me just give this to you real quick. Again, we have these supports right here. If you can see, they look kind of identical. We do have, let me go back to root on this one. That's the one where it's identical. You can see that they look very close to identical. They do have support. That's a good sign. I don't look for them to do much for the rest of the day. It's either going to be in the after hours or in the morning. I do believe that they are going to hold these supports. The MACD looks good. Like I said, the only things that can be more bullish about them is they separate and get up over that center line. And let's see, which one is it? Yeah, okay, root. The level 2 actually looks good. I mean, we're about even on the pressure, the buying and selling. So I mean, just normal bullishness can send it up. On BBIG, we actually do have a lot more selling power, or buying. We have a lot more buying pressure than they do have selling pressure on the price. So this one might actually start to spike up near the end into the after hours. And we are up over 300 million shares, guys. That is freaking awesome. Freaking awesome. let's do a quick rundown of any news that's out on them right now. Oh yeah, and Corsair Gaming, I did pick up some shares in that if y'all are interested in that. What am I trying to get to here? There we go. And y'all can see a little bit how I run down some of these. So first, let's throw it up here. BBIG. I want to put this on the, is it 6 months I like on this one? Yeah, because that's closer to the 50. What's the 3 month? What's the 5 day? Yeah, there we go. So that's closer to what we're looking at right there. Yeah. So from here we can look at news there, or we can run it through the advanced news feed. I don't know why I'm typing in news. Short squeeze stocks. So BBIG is being mentioned right up there with sport. That's a good sign, guys. That gets eyes on it. It gets FOMO buyers on it. It is really looking good as far as that goes. Do we have it on? This tab here that I've made is for, it'll give you, as long as they have a signal or report on it, it'll give you why it's moving. So BBIG shares are trading higher on abnormally high volume. Yeah, I reckon it's abnormal. The stock has been mentioned as a potential short squeeze play by traders on social media. Wow. Hey guys, give me 1 second, please. Alright, so yeah, you can see this program, man. It is really awesome. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, man. I didn't stay on top of it. That was my fuck up. I'm sorry about that. I don't have my other computer set up. I usually keep one set up so I can see the screen and see when y'all message me and see that. And right now, my son is using that one, so I don't have it. But hopefully on the streams to come, I'll have it up so I can keep a better eye on that. But I'm hoping I didn't bore you too long there. I tried to fix it as soon as I can. Is there any stocks you want me to take a look at right now, or do you just want to try to find us some more stocks for the end of the day? What do y'all think? Throw it up in chat. Which one do you want me to do? You want to look for a day trade? You want to look for more stocks, or you just want to keep on looking at what we've got? Let's see. Top gainers, signals, bulk trades, option activity. Oh yeah. Which one? KT. Oh, it changed on me. CREG. CREG. Oh wow, I know there's popping off. Okay, let me see what y'all said. Okay, I guess you don't have a preference. If you do, just let me know and we'll look. Until then, we'll just we'll keep going back to the ones we got, and we'll be looking for any trades. Maybe I can show you how I run down a trade. So if I'm using Benzinga right here, this is the stock finder one I set up. So this is set up for movers. So it's more for day trading. We have signals and news set up. So I want to look for price spikes. I also got the squawk turned back on. I want to look for price spikes. I want to look for any movers, anything, any weird option activities, any halts, figs. That's one I seen the other day. Let's take a look at that one real quick. Make sure y'all with me here. Well, that's fucked up in the last day or two. That don't look too bad. What's the potential it could go into tomorrow? Nah, not too good. Let's also look at the top trades going on right now. Wow, look at that one. Man, that'd have been nice to get on this little dip right here and rode it. Geez, that's done. Affirm, man. We got in on this one like...
ALB, D group getting a spike here to the high. Juliet Oscar Bravo, low price stock.
You say Julia Oscar Bravo? Yeah. This is a penny stock. Why is it moving? Oh, maybe an earnings play. No, earnings was a few days ago. Huh. BBIG is breaking that support.
RNXT, Renovo RX, halted. On a circuit breaker now at the highs. Romeo November X-ray Tango.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that got halted on a circuit breaker.
DLG, PD holding, spiking here, Golf Lima Golf.
What the hell is going on? Everything's popping off. Wow, look at that. Watch that motherfucker go.
Traders citing a Benzinga article.
See, more and more people's using that Benzinga anymore. Look at that. Holy
That's
hell,
Golf
it's
Lima
not
Golf
done.
now, 95 cents at the high.
Hold on, we gotta go back to Benzinga here. Shit is popping off on this thing, man. Bank of America has an options alert. 45 call. Let's take out options 1 second and go for spikes. ATIF. God, look at that motherfucker. Wow, it's almost up over $1. And it started around 77 cents. And it's not stopping.
SAFM, Sanderson's Farm says...
Let me show y'all this. Look at
Hammond,
that.
Louisiana facility without power. Sandy Alpha Foxtrot Michael.
That's something that's going to be decent plays on here. Is hurricane plays. What I'm looking at is PBF. They're one of the biggest oil refineries, and if the price of gas, the oil spikes, this is going to spike. What is it up to now? Let's see.
New York Times reporting President Biden weighing clemency for certain federal drug offenders.
Oh yeah, oil is up. What are some good oil stocks? Let's take a look. Let's start with Marathon, MRO. CVX. Nope, they're falling. I have to look more into that because oil is spiked up another 35 cents. They should be taking off. So what do they know? Whereas nobody just really got a hold of the news yet. Let me check something out on Benzinga here real quick. Let's look at ExxonMobil. Yeah, Exxon has a buttload of calls coming in. And it's tanking. Wow.
Seeing shares of Tilray, TLRY.
Oh, Tilray.
A little pop here, $13.10. Again, New York Times saying President Biden is awaiting clemency for certain federal drug offenders.
I don't see the pop. I mean, maybe. What about Cron? What about SNDL? Yeah, no. Oh, look at there. It's back on now. Alright, let's take a look at our stocks real quick. Root. Yep. They're gonna try to push it down as much as possible before it closes. A lot of people don't want to hold a stock like that overnight, and they know it. ATER. Oh, it's holding better now. They might be getting overlooked while the other ones are running. Yeah.
RNXT resuming trade now. Romeo November X-ray Tango. $16.11. Renovo RX.
Do y'all have anything you want me to take a look at? Oh, I forgot to check on this one right here. BTVT. Yes, see, that one's done really good today. That was on the watch list this morning. I'm actually going to buy into this because I believe that this is going to pick up in the after hours. What is crypto doing? Yep, crypto's spiking. Dude, yesterday, yeah. Maybe it was yesterday. I don't remember. It was yesterday or day before it won. It went from Bitcoin Cash went from 619 to 698 in less than 12 hours. Yeah, that's going to be a good one to buy. Okay, so what am I in right now? I'm in Works. I'm in Wish. This is another one. I might pick up a few more before the close of the day. What are the options on Wish? Oh wow, look at that. And that is cheap as hell. I'm going to pick up a couple of those calls, but I'm not picking up that day. So if we run this through the calculator,
ZEV, Lightning E-Motors getting a pop here. Traders circulating a report mentioning it as a short squeeze.
Hold on, I've still got some EVV. ZEV, I mean. Yeah, that's popping right now. Let's go to the 3 minute. Okay, I might play that and hold it into the afternoon. There we go. What am I? Come on, show me something, man. What do you want to do? There we go. I don't think I got anything in this account right now. This is the one I use for string. No, we don't have enough to get nothing, do I? No, you know what? I'm gonna buy since I ain't got much left in this one, I'm gonna buy those wish calls in this one. Right, that was the one we was looking at. Alright, well, here it is. Options. We come back to the 3rd. And we go for that. What is the next date? So I just picked up one for this account, and then I'm going to pick up probably, I don't know, just 30 shares just to hold right now. Okay, so I picked up 2 more call options. So I only got one for this one. This is one we use for the streaming. I picked up 2 more call options and 30 shares on Wish. Okay, so we'll see what that does. Let me see if there's y'all threw anything up yet. Okay, so some of the other things we're looking at is skills. See how it's consolidating out. I think if it can consolidate and get over this trend line, or if it can break above this yellow support line at 1135, and then eventually get up over this red one, that's when that one is going to turn bullish and take off. What are some options on it? The 11 don't look bad, and it's got some decent volume, but looks like most of the volume's on the 12.5. Again, we have works already. BTBT, that's the other one we was looking at, BTBT. Yes, there it is. So do I want to pick up some of these? Maybe. We got 8 minutes left, guys. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? So we're looking at that, SDC, what's GSET doing? GSET might hold and pop up. It's got 511 million. Wow. What is the short on GSAT? So only 6%. That's good enough for if it does cover for a couple of dollar boost. So I wonder what options look like there. If we go out to the 17th at $45, damn, it's already up 1,200%. Wow, that's pretty cool. The 3.5 is up 600, and that's 12,000 volume on the 15th. Yeah, I'm gonna pick up some of those. Some calls and shares. I believe that might pop in after hours. So what do I want? Just 20 shares just to try it. Yeah, we'll go 20 shares just to try it. Just a tip, just to see what it feels like. Okay guys, before the end of the stream, is there anything you want me to look at? Any questions you got? Anything like that? You want me to look at, show you something on Benzinga? You want me to look at a certain stock? If not, right here in a minute, we'll just run down everything that we've got and close it up from there. What is Ford doing right now? See, somebody's trying to buy that by the end of the day. What's Zynga? Zynga's coming back down. What does puts look like on Zynga? I'm long on it, but I don't mind to play those dips. Okay. What about on Ford? Ford's down. What's the 4 hour? Question is it going to pop or come on down and retest? I mean, it's already low as hell. Options on this one. We go out to the next day. Puts are 25. The call is 14. I don't know. What do you guys think? What should we do? Just be happy with what we got? Okay, let me see what we got here, guys. Alright, so y'all don't have any stocks for me to check out, so let's run down our stocks of the day. So we bought some wish calls and shares. I believe it's going to do something in the next little bit. We got Works. Damn, I wish I'd wait on them wish calls. I could have gone cheaper. Works is looking good.
PayPal, PYPL, PayPal weighs Apex and DriveWell's bids for stock trading push. That's Papa Yankee Papa Lima. That from Bloomberg.
So Works is looking good. It's found support and it's bouncing, kind of trending up a little bit. Lucid. We bought some Lucid today. It's looking good. That's gonna take off. We got kind of like a mini.
Coming up, earnings from ZM Zoom Video Communications, LIZI Lissy, SOL Renner Solar, CO Global Cord Blood, STNE Stoneco.
That could be a good little earnings play there. Anyways, Lucid's got a little bit of a cup and handle thing going on here. I believe those are going to pay off tomorrow. Well, the calls are going to pay off tomorrow. The shares might want to hold them a little bit longer. What else did we get? GSAT. GSAT, I believe, might pop a little bit in the after hours. We just have to wait and see what it's going to do. It's got this nice trend line upwards. It's riding the 15 and 18 day. So even if it comes down and tests the 15, I think we're still good on it. BBIG. You know what? Let's just get off on the one. Here we go. BBIG. Did I pick up? Yeah. Yeah, see, it's just going to consolidate right to the end. We have this almost like, since we're running out of time, let me just do a trend channel. So see, we kind of got this trend channel. We need to see it break out for it to get bullish again. But overall, it's looking good. We have this weird kind of head and shoulders and double bottom type thing going on here. Root was another one. Yeah, it's the same. It's consolidating out. We got a little bit of a trend down, but it's holding. You know, really nothing much is going to be known about this until tomorrow. ATER is the same way. It actually ain't in a trend though. It's more flag than trend. See, it won't fit in a trend. So ATER might be looking one of the best ones out of them. Well, as far as the chart goes, we know BBIG. It's got the shit ton of volume. Everything's looking great about it.
SONN, Sonnet announcing successful completion of the discovery phase for its next preclinical pipeline candidate.
Guys, I guess that's everything. So if you appreciate everything I'm doing, you like everything I'm doing, the videos and everything, hit that like button, subscribe button. Join us over on Twitter at WTrades, DUBYA, W Trades. And I'll have another couple of videos of some stocks coming up this evening, so check those out. And don't forget to hit that bell icon after you hit the subscribe button. If you hit that bell icon, it'll notify you anytime I put a video out. Same thing on Twitter. If you hit that bell icon, anytime I make a tweet, it'll notify you. Guys, it's worth keeping up with. I appreciate you. Hope you found some usefulness in all this shit we done today. Check out that Benzinga. You won't regret it. You have a good one. Bye.